Childhood anxiety is at an all-time high. And what if I told you a major cause isn't in their head? Before we get to that, we got to set up the context. In 2004, Facebook was launched, and it quickly became the world's most popular social media platform. And 6 years later, in 2010, Instagram was founded and became the most widely adopted social media among children under 18.
A recent survey showed 43% of kids between ages 8 and 12 have smartphones. That number soars to 88% for kids between 13 and 18. And on average, those teens spend nearly 1.5 hours per day on social media sites.
The advent of visual social media and its aggressive adoption over the last 2 decades has drastically morphed our society into what many call a visual culture. For all of history, children didn't have aesthetic comparisons attacking them on a daily basis. The interactions with their peers were solely focused on common interest and play. All that has changed. Why is this? Today, children are conditioned to be hyper aware of how they look. All this information is pretty widely known and accepted. There have been multiple books, documentaries, and studies published on the anxiety crisis among children and teenagers due to this visual culture. All this may seem hopeless. As a parent, what can you do to give your child their best chance at developing a positive self-image? In my humble opinion, there are 3 steps that you can take to ensure your child doesn't suffer from anxiety. Number 3, I want to share this first because it's the most important to me, and I believe it's what this world needs. I'm a follower of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, and knowing there's a God who loves us so much that he sent his only son to come down and die on the cross to save us should fill everyone with the highest self-worth. Regardless if others reject us, we are approved by him. Number 2, we should drastically limit children's access to social media and screens. Their little brains are developing, and what affects you and me affects them 5 times more. And number 1, this factor is not in their head or heart, it's in their mouth. In my 25 years as an orthodontist, I've experienced the powerful effect a beautiful smile has on childhood emotional development. According to the American Association of Orthodontists, nearly 50% of parents say their children have been bullied about their teeth. Such experiences are painful and often unforgettable, leading to current and long-term self-esteem issues. Children with noticeable dental problems are not just teased, they often develop a defensive posture in social settings, and they avoid eye contact, cover their mouth when they speak or laugh. A 2022 study found that 83% of kids with dental issues also had speech problems. That's huge, and it affects their ability to connect and feel confident socially. There is a strong correlation between early self-consciousness about appearance and mental health struggles later on in life, including anxiety and depression. Addressing these insecurities early prevents these issues from developing. My biggest frustration for the 25 years of correcting smiles has always been the long and painful process it requires. Elizabeth is a mom of one of my patients, and she told me as a child she endured 4 years with a palate expander and braces. By the time she got the braces off, she was no longer a child, but a teenager. No child should have to go through having metal glued to their mouth for so many years. So I've always been on the lookout for a better way. What can be done to completely fix a child's smile in a fraction of the time while also avoiding the pain of braces and palate expanders? In 2019, Invisalign silently released a new product that is a game changer for children. At that time, it kind of slipped under the radar for most orthodontists. And this new system doesn't take years to fix a child's smile. It takes months. It's called Invisalign First, and it's specifically made for children between the ages of 6 to 9. I could talk all about it, but let me just show you. This is Leanna. She came to us shy and withdrawn because of her teeth. The typical buck teeth look can also be very damaging as it causes mouth breathing, and any parent knows that mouth breathing is a big no-no. And buck teeth can also be very dangerous because if you're playing and get hit, those 2 teeth just gonna snap off. And Leanna had it all. She had a deep bite, a big overbite, severe crowding, a narrow upper jaw, and her buck teeth. Her mom, Elizabeth, was not convinced Invisalign First would actually work, but I promised her that if it didn't, we could easily go back to the old way of expanders and braces. And here's what happened. All those issues that I said she had, they were fixed in 7.5 months. Take a quick look here at the bird's eye view and you'll see that not only did we fix her over by pulling her upper teeth back, but we also had to widen her upper and lower jaw because she was so narrow. After treatment, her smile lit up and so did her confidence. She's now thriving in school and making friends like never before. Here's what Elizabeth had to say.
I did not think that Invisalign would work. I went to their website and was not very encouraged as I didn't see any examples that were as severe as our daughter's case. Dr. J assured me that this treatment would work. And if it didn't, he said we could easily switch back to traditional expanders and braces, which gave my husband and I a peace of mind. I had braces and expanders for 4 years as a kid, and I was not wanting her to have to go through all that pain and discomfort. It turns out it worked so well. She's not needed Advil or Tylenol to comfort her teeth and gums. It's been so smooth and seamless.
And Leanna isn't the only one. Here's a few more. Here's Victoria, before and after. It only took 8 months. Here's Kai, before and after. It only took 6 months. And this is Bailey. She's really close to my heart. When we first saw Bailey in the office, she kept her eyes closed the whole time. And Bailey being autistic, braces was definitely not an option. Invisalign first changed Bailey's life in 7.5 months. Look at the little dance she did for us. A completely different person. Straight teeth aren't just about aesthetics. They're about giving kids the confidence to smile, speak, and succeed by addressing dental issues early. We're giving them the tools to tackle life head on. This is just of the few children I've been able to help. But there is a catch. The window for correcting teeth issues in children is between ages 6 to 9. It's during this crucial window that their jawbone is still growing and moldable. Once they turn 10, the jawbone hardens and Invisalign first won't work. In many cases, the child will need tooth extractions and even jaw surgery to correct their smile. I put together a free comparison guide of braces versus Invisalign first for kids. You can check that out in the link in the description or right here. If you choose to get Invisalign first, there is a common problem that gives parents pause. The number one question I get asked is, what if my child loses their Invisalign trays? I answer that question in this video right here. Every morning you need to go to the Lord for your daily bread, your daily wisdom, and your daily direction. Stop trying to do things on your own. We are not smarter, stronger, or faster than the King of the universe. God can see around every corner. When you fully let go and allow God to take the wheel, you'll feel a peace that surpasses all understanding.